4 yards there on the touchdown run.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And now with 6 seconds left in overtime, they're going to take a timeout. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They run once more with Taylor. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Time. They're going for it on 4th down. Here's Minshew. Finding Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes. Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now a give to Taylor. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
You know, you play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4. Those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT. Here's a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Taylor. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. Some strong running at the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They get the former Raider there, the tackle Trent Brown. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And they'll get this up to the 10, but that's all. A nice job there to bring him down defensively.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Oh, and what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to come up well. As they rally up to stop him at about the 16. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this.